Hello guys, and welcome back to another very interesting video. Please make sure you watch to the end. You are going to learn a lot from this video. This Techno Spark Go 2, which is also known as KM4, came in for repairs, and this phone came from another technician right to our office, and he said that the phone is not displaying backlight. There's going to be a very tricky way to solve this problem. So I want you to pay close attention, and you're going to learn a lot. Even as a beginner or professional, you're going to learn a lot in this video, so don't make sure you don't skip. All right, so let's quickly go. Let's see. You can see that the Techno logo is showing on the inside. Let me get something quickly to wipe the screen so that you can see what I'm showing you guys. All right, okay, now look at the Techno logo is already showing up. All right, so it's showing because it's right under the light. So as you can see, I'm going to press it right now. You see it's pressing but does not have light. That's the problem of this device. It was reported that it got into the water. So the first thing you do is physical inspection. All right, and the next thing is me checking the schematic diagram to see where the anode and the cathode lines are. All right, because those are the very important lines in light section. All right, so I'm doing physical inspection under the microscope right now, and I discovered there are some rust. All right, there is rust right in between those pins, those FPC flexible printed circuit clips, and I'm cleaning it right now because it's very important. All right, so I clean it, gets more clearer for me to know where the job. And you can see the first pin is corroded and it's also rusty. So that means we can't work like this. We need to remove the whole FPC. So there are required airflow and temperature to take out FPC. If the temperature is too high, it's going to melt the FPC clip. If you're interested in our online training or physical training, please DM us on the numbers on the screen, and we're going to help you become a better technician, a better version of yourself. All right, so now let's pay close attention. You see there are lots of corrosion, and I'm going to scratch. Let's hope that we have pads. Oh my god, and there is no more pad. All right, if you're a technician, what are you going to do? All right, are you going to take jumper from the anode side of the the cathode side of the diode, or what are you going to do? Drop it in the comment section. Now for me, I saw an extension of that anode line and I have scratched it, so I'm going to be taking my jumper from right under the FPC clip. Okay, doing this require precision and calculation, because the balls, your jumper wire must not be too thick. Number one, the solders you're using to hold your wire must not be too tall. It must not be too heighty. It must not be taller than other parts beside that, the one I'm working with right now. So there are a lot of things to put into consideration right here. All right, so which I'm really aware of, because once it's too higher than the other ones, then the other pins are not going to sit properly. So using my soldering iron, very old soldering iron, and I've secured the base of my jumper wire right there. And what I'm going to do right now is to flatten it. All right, I need to flatten it because I told you it must not be too high. Okay, it must not be too high. So what I'm going to do is flatten it, then I'm going to apply UV curing oil. Why am I applying the UV curing oil is to to hold down that foundational job I'm doing right here. So just to hold it and makes it immovable. Even when I'm applying hot temperature, it will not melt and move away. So it's very important. Now look at the way I fold my wire right there. It's very important. I'm going to apply UV oil as well right on here, and I'm going to do some scratching. All right, so if you have a phone that is having similar problem, this is the best way you can attempt it. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, this is the best way you can attempt it. And now, okay, I'm trying to scratch. At the same time, I'm trying to flatten it so that it will not be taller than the nearby, pads, right? Which is very important. If you're interested in our online training, if you want to learn all this stuff, please join our online training or physical training. For physical training, we have accommodation for you. If you want to upgrade, if you want to upgrade yourself, we have reasonable sessions for you, and it will not affect your business. Okay, so wherever you're from Ghana, you're from anywhere in the world, Senegal, Cameroon, you want to travel down to Nigeria for physical training, you are most welcome. All right, and we are going to teach you a lot of stuff. Now I'm scratching the corroded, the rusty legs, and I discovered that the leg has already disconnected right from the inside, so I had no choice than to repair it. I have to remove the old pin, get a new pin from a subboard, charging subboard, right, and repair the missing pin. So watch me as I do mine. Probably you might learn from this, and if you have known this trick before, then well, good luck. All right, so it took some time to clear up the plastic around that pin right there, but eventually I got it done. So now I'm putting it back, pressing it in. All right, try to align it very well, making sure that it's not too tall. All right, so a lot of factors right there to be considered. If you're enjoying this video, please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe. If you're interested in our online or physical training, please DM us on the numbers on the screen, and we help you become a better technician. All right, better version of yourself. Now I'm installing the FPC clip back on the PCB with my required airflow and temperature. All right, so yes, and also if you have a device you are struggling with, you would like us to help you repair, please send it to us. DM us on numbers on the screen as well on our WhatsApp, and you can send the phone over to us. We can help you. If you want to change FPC clip, you want to do charging ports, you want to look at that properly soldered, and they are all okay. Now let's test the phone, if it's working or it's not working. I'm going to insert the charger. All right, the phone is switching on, remember, but it's not showing the light, and even after inserting the charger, the screen is not displaying light. What is going on? Then I looked closely, and I discovered there is still corrosion on the flex. Come on the screen flex, look at that. So I'm just gonna clean that up and repair it. All right, so just not to take much of your time, so I'm just gonna clean right here, then I'm gonna repair off camera, because it takes time to do jumpers on the missing parts on the open circuit, but I'm gonna show you anyways. Now look at the first pin right there. You see I've gotten a jumper from this first pin to this test point. And I scratched that test point, and I made a jumper right there from that pin 1 to the test point. If this is open, the phone is not going to bring out light. Other alternative to this is to replace the screen, and as you can see, all right, I've taken my jumper wire from that side to the test point, and we are done and good to go. Now I'm gonna just connect the screen back and try and power on the phone. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel. Look at that, the light is back. That's the process we go through to repair this. See you on another video. Cheers.